I get a lot of toddler mail during the course of the years, and here's some Christmas toddler mail. Thought I'd read for you. See what like it. Dear Larry, Merry Christmas. My name's Jubal Walker. I'm 7 years old. I can't go pee in a room with other people. What should I do? Love, Jubal. Well, that's sweet. Let me write him back here. Dear Jubal, the toddler with the shy mushroom wiener. Don't worry, Jubal. Everybody gets to piss hards. Try to find an empty stall somewhere where they got them sit-down stools. They're made special for shy wieners and poopers. If they're full, go down there to Cripple Booth. They're usually empty. And they got rails for power squeezing. Close your eyes and think about trickling water. If that don't get it, then God be with you. Love, Larry. See, I got another letter here. It said, Dear Larry, my name's Miguel. My dad caught me with a dirty book. What should I do? Oh, Miguel, that's horrible. Dear Miguel, the horny Mexican toddler. Tell him you're doing a book report on boobs. Then put it in the mail to me, and I promise I'll throw it out for you. P.S. Get her done. Dear Larry, my name's Jamal. Oh, one of these bitch towheads. My name's Jamal. My dad doesn't let me listen to you 'cause you make fun and put down his Middle Eastern homeland. Well, let me answer him now. Dear towhead toddler, you tell your slurpy surfing dad I'll slap that dot off his head. Let me tell you something. I do good American commentaries in this country, and if he don't like this country, then he can pack his camel or magic blanket or whatever he's driving and haul ass back to Baghdad. I love you, though, toddler, and I'm sending you a Ronald Reagan pin and some root beer barrel-shaped suckers. God bless you. Love, Larry. One more here. Dear Larry, my name's Darwin. I'm 16 years old. One night I got horny, and now it hurts when I pee. What should I do? Oh, for Pete's sake. Dear dumbass Darwin, who's up Crab Creek without a paddle. Stay calm. Might be one of them yeast deals that gals give you. It ain't that serious. Ain't nothing a shot of penicillin can't heal. But hurry up. You don't want to wake up one day farting biscuits. Then you need to go to church. Kid your age ain't got no business farting biscuits. Love, Larry. Hope you enjoyed the toddler mail. A lot of times during the course of the year, I say I'm madder than something, or more frustrated than something, or nuttier than something, or something like that. A lot of somethings. Well, I'm going to do a list of correlations for Christmas for you. Hope you enjoy it. These were things that I've been madder than throughout the years. I'm madder than a jungle pygmy getting hit in the head with a can of corn during a food drop. I'm madder than Janet Reno's blind date. Oh, can you imagine that, poor somebody? I'm happier than a retard in a room full of bouncy balls. I'm madder than a van load of Haitians getting egged at the job fair. I tell you what, that's funnier than a choir full of hair lips singing Song Blue. I'm more frustrated than Bill Clinton with a busted rubber. I'm happier than a pooping Somalian. Now that's happy. I'm madder than a proctologist with a waiting room full of farting fat guys. I'm happier than Cindy Crawford's gynecologist. That fellow was nuttier than a toddler turd after a box of caramel turtles. I'm in more trouble than Michael Jackson with an ass full of Tinker Toys. Boy, I tell you what, them cookies tasted better than a cheerleader on game day. Halloween, boy, that was scarier than Yoko Ono spread eagle on a bed of rice. Bill Clinton is as worthless as a whore with lockjaw. Tell you what, I was nervous. I was shaking like a gerbil at a Key West pet shop. Said my buddy Dwayne to his brother Earl, do you see what I see? As they rolled a fat joint on his front porch. Said my buddy Dwayne to his brother Earl, Do you hear what I hear? As they rolled a fat joint on his front porch. A cop, coming up the drive with a voice yelling, freeze both of you. Holy crap, what the hell will we do? You know, Christmas Eve, a lot of people dream about Santa Claus and what's going to be in their stockings. Well, last night I had a dream, but it wasn't no Santa Claus dream. What the hell is this, Rushy? Christmas Eve, and here I dream about peeing the bed, and then I wake up and I really peed the bed. Good Lord. The girl I was with was pissed. I said that it wasn't me. I said it was her damn dog, and then I realized she didn't have no dog. I done apologized 100 times. What does she want me to do, cut my anchor off? Look at the bright side. At least I give them sheets of hers a little color. It looked kind of cool. It was kind of in the shape of North America. On the pea stain, you could almost make out the California coast in Florida. My brother's buddy Ray was a bedwetter, and he was in the Ku Klux Klan, and he was the only fella marching with pea-stained sheets. You could always pick him out. I apologized to the girl that I was with, and I was really embarrassed. I ain't been that embarrassed since I got the farts during a marathon and made that one-legged cripple gal throw up on her sister-in-law. I like dreaming, because dreaming can make you mine. But these pea dreams is no good for nobody. But guess it could have been worse. Could have been a poop dream like the one I had at camp. Like a girl said to another girl at camp, quote, "Ooh, you just had a poop dream," unquote. Get it done. I figured for Christmas I'd give you a little good news, little bad news for you. It's good news if you have a dream and you drink the world's biggest margarita. It's bad news if you wake up and there's salt on the toilet bowl. It's good news if you took first place in a contest and won $200. It's bad news if it was a contest to see who had the fattest ass. It's good news if your boyfriend didn't forget your birthday and got you something. It's bad news when that something turned out to be herpes. It's good news when your wife tells you she's eating for two. It's bad news when you find out it's a tapeworm. It's good news when your daughter's coming home from college and dating a PhD. It's bad news when it's a Pizza Hut dude. It's good news when you've been seeing a good-looking model. It's bad news when you're not seeing her no more because somebody took your binoculars out of your truck. It's good news where after the 12th date that girl you were with finally got lucky with her. It's bad news when you accidentally knocked the car out of gear and hit a squad car. It's good news when you went on vacation in Key West and met a hot-looking girl. It's bad news when you kissed her and she got a boner. Good news, bad news. Get her done. You better watch out. I think she's a guy. I ain't quite sure, but something ain't right. Janet Reno's coming to town. Dear Larry, my name's Abdul Amara. Another one of these foreign kids. Do you like camping? I do. Do you like riding horses? Did you get good grades in school? I got an A in math. One day I'll help my dad down there at the 7-Eleven. Dear smart towelhead toddler that likes to go camping, tell your dot-head dad to get her done on them Slurpees. Boy, I love Slurpees. Ain't nothing better than a Coca-Cola Slurpee on a hot day. I love camping, but if you run out of toilet paper or paper towels, try to find some big old soft leaves. They feel good on your behind. Don't do like me and wipe yourself with them big old shredded wheat cereals. They're real prickly and usually crumble in pieces. If there ain't no leaves, well, best bet would be to use a lint brush. I love horses. Last time I went, I was drunk, kept falling off, then the Kmart manager come out and unplugged the sumbitch. Ain't been riding since. Congratulations, little foreign toddler, on that A in math. Y'all foreigners is pretty good in arithmetic and crap like that don't matter. But let's see you rip out a transmission or put a suspension lift on a 4x4 extended cab. You see, toddler, when it all boils down to things of real importance in this country, y'all minority foreigners don't hold a candle. That's why there ain't no towelheads or gooks in NASCAR. I love you, toddler, and I have enclosed a champion spark plug. God bless you. Study hard. Love, Larry. I love letters from toddlers. Here's another one here, little boy. Dear Larry, my name's Rudy. I think you're funny. I like it when you say turd. Oh, well, who wouldn't? My mommy has big boobs. Have you ever eaten a booger? Well, that's a lot of questions. See if I can answer. Dear nose-picking toddler with the big titty mom. Tell your mom I said hey. And get her done on that word turd. That's a funny word. Turd. That's just funny. If you can't laugh at the word turd or waterhead retards, and something's wrong with you. Little toddler, I ain't never eat no booger in weeks. But it's okay. If you're a toddler, you can do it. Just don't spoil your dinner. God bless you. Dear Cable Man, kids make fun of me 'cause I have a lisp. Have you ever talked funny? Loved, Warren. Dear picked on toddler with the hair lip. Hey, next time kids poke fun at you speaking, shove some rubber baby buggy bumpers up their butthole. That's right. That's right. Look, I talked funny once for 2 weeks after I picked up a gook whore. Don't worry about it. Once you get older, them things don't matter. Dear Larry, my name's Earl. My mama makes me eat health food and it makes me fart at school. Have you ever have you ever had a health food fart? That's a good question. Good question. Hopefully I'll supply the answers. Dear fruit farting toddler, not much you can do about that. Next time you gotta do a granola or an oatmeal fart, hop on the merry-go-round. That way you'll spin clear of the smell. I never let no fruit farts, but once during math class I fired off a bunch of corn dog farts and they smelled so bad the teacher canceled the test and we got to get out of school early. God bless fruit farts. I love you, toddler, and I've enclosed one of them slow poke sucker pops. Love, Larry. I just got me some Christmas cards. Let me read these. Dear Larry, Merry Christmas. Maybe we can get together like last year and throw rocks at street whores. Merry Christmas, you bastard. Your buddy, Reverend Billy Graham. Well, isn't that sweet? What else we got here? Larry, Merry Christmas and thanks for all the advice. I tried everything you said and by gosh, we sure did do her. Have a good one and I appreciate it. Your buddy, Dale Earnhardt. Number 3. Oh, Dale, that was nothing. That was nothing. Just needed a little adjustment. Just a little chassis adjustment. What we got here? This has got a nice little puppy dog on it. It says, Larry, have a Merry Christmas, dickweed. What the hell? Love Grandma and Grandpa. Oh, for Pete's sake. They send the same card every year. Larry, Merry Christmas. Looks like I can't run against you for president this year. I can't enter the race because they found out my mom appeared naked in National Geographic. Good luck and Merry Christmas. Reverend Jesse Jackson. Oh, well, I'll have to send him something now. Let me see, what else we got? Here's another card. Larry, Merry Christmas. We never done nothing kinky like that before, and I bet we never do it again. You sure do bring it out in us. We sent you over our panties as a reminder. Till next time, the Judds. Oh, the Judds, they sure are nice girls. We sure did have a good time. They want me to put on nipple clips. And I did, and then the older Judd got mad at me. She's like, not those. Those are supposed to keep the chips fresh. Well, I thought it looked pretty good myself. Here's another card. See this one. Larry, Merry Christmas. I can't believe last night. Never thought I'd ever do anything like that, especially with her. It was sure awesome. That was your Christmas present. Hope you liked it. Jane and Bridget Fonda. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. I better hide that card. Old Ted kill me. What we got here? Larry, Merry Christmas. That was sure kinky. What we did the other night. You was unbelievable. Have a good one. The Oak Ridge Boys. Oh, come on now, I'd you kid with you. I'd you kidding with you. They must be sending somebody else that card. Larry, Merry Christmas. Even though I have to correct you on a commentary I heard over the internet, Indians are not dot heads. Indians are towel heads. Sometimes they're called dot heads, but usually towel heads. Dot heads are Middle Easterners. Towel heads are also known as sand crickets and camel jockeys. Get it right. And Merry Christmas. Pope John Paul. Oh, for Pete's sake. Larry, somebody told me that Christmas is also your birthday. Are they yanking my nuts, or are they right? Janet Reno. Oh, for Pete's sake. Well, Miss Reno, they yanking your nuts. It's not my birthday. Well, those are some Christmas cards I got. They sure was nice. I'll have to write all them folks back. And I hope you all enjoyed me reading them to you. Get her done. My nuts are roasted 'cause I came home late. She was waiting up till 2. My breath smelled like a can of sardines 'cause I had been out with Darlene. My neck was scratched and my shirt was ripped. I didn't notice, but my pants was still unzipped. And then she looked at me and said with a smile, "Get a lawyer, 'cause dickweed I'm gonna file." Well, I better not finish this song. Somebody's gonna lose a house. I figured since it was Christmas, we'd put on some nice quotes. The end of the year quotes. Hope you enjoy them. Straight from the quote book. Like Richard Simmons once yelled to a friend after sitting in a toilet stall. Quote, "Boy, these are soft seats." "Oh, sorry, sir." Like Janet Reno once said after a cold front. Quote, "Damn, I'm freezing my nuts off." Unquote. Like a Wendy's drive-thru attendant once said after a hair lip ordered Biggie fries. Quote, "What the hell are Wiggy Fifes?" Unquote. Like Ted Kennedy once said to Janet Reno at a fancy party. Quote, "Lot of good-looking chicks here, ain't there, fella?" Unquote. Like Hillary Clinton once said to Ellen DeGeneres. Quote, "Hey, quit hogging the covers." Unquote. Like a gal once said after having sex with Mike Tyson. Quote, "That's him, officer." Unquote. Like Jim J. Bullock once said while sitting on a habit trail. Quote, "Here, buddy. Here, buddy." Unquote. Like a pissed off Jesse Jackson once said at $100 a plate dinner. Quote, "Damn it, I told them extra crispy." Unquote. Like Karen Carpenter once said, quote, "Do these fourth graders' jeans make my ass look fat?" Unquote. Like a kid said to Janet Reno after seeing her at a football game. Quote, "Mr. Butkus, can I get your autograph?" Unquote. And like a feller said to a drooling waterhead while playing checkers. Quote, "Look, are you going to play or just sit there and make fart sounds?" Unquote. That's good. Get her done. Might want to get romantic with a girl over Christmas and over the holiday season, and here's some tips of ways to be romantic in other ways that wouldn't be romantic. Hope you enjoy these. When you go to the girl's house, it's always nice to bring wine and have light-hearted conversation. It's not very good to show up and let a fart and blame it on the dog. It's always nice to cuddle and kiss at a drive-in. It's not really that nice to pull hair and ass grab while making out at a drive-through. It is nice to turn on romantic music and light candles and make the girl dinner. It's not very romantic to turn on ESPN and light a fat joint and eat a box of Little Debbie oatmeal creams. It is always nice, and women love it, when you make love with candles and scented oils. It's not very good if you make love with tater tots and A1 steak sauce, even though it does make fur burger taste like steak burger. That's good. While she's working, it's always nice to send her flowers and a card that says miss you. It's not very good while she's working to send her a box of fake dog crap and a card that says thinking of you just 'cause you thought it'd be funny. After a night on the town, it would be nice to come home and fool around in a hot tub. That gets to women. It's not very good to come home after a night of drinking and throw up in the bathtub. If you got a cabin in the woods, I'll tell you what, make love in that cabin in the woods with the windows open. That way she gets to smell the wildflowers. It's not very good to make love in a parked car with the door open to get rid of the musty smell. Now, when you're at a nice restaurant, you're on a first date, if you want to impress the girl, you should whisper, "Order the Dom Perignon. I need to use the restroom." That'll get her. It's not very good when you're in a restaurant on the first date and you try to impress her by whispering, "Get me a Southern Slam with some extra bacon. I gotta take a dump." See the difference there? You know, if you're on a double date, here's what you ought to do. Tell everybody to buckle up. That way she'll think you're safety conscious. That way she won't have to worry about her safety. It's not good to yell, "Put your seatbelts on. Old Knievel ain't got nothing on me." Now, here is a big tip. It's always nice to take a girl to a real fancy restaurant. And to impress her, you got to show her you know what you're doing. So take her to a restaurant where you get a complimentary glass of champagne with your meal. Don't take her to a joint where you get a free side of pancakes and cheese grits with every meal. You know that you're doing things right if you split a dessert with her. Gives her a chance to talk to you. It's not very good if you split a six-pack with her after the fair. It's always good to clean up your car and open up your door before you get her. It's not good to pick her up and make her sit in the back of the truck and let the dog ride shotgun. And finally, it's always good to know the bouncer of a fancy club. That way you can pull some strings and he'll get you in. It's not good if you know a bouncer at a club and you have him pull your finger and cut one. Now, those are some good tips for you to get the girl all nice and cuddly at Christmas. Hope you enjoyed them. Get her done! I've included this in the Christmas album. It's not very Christmassy, but it's funnier than hell. This is one of Betty McCurry's diaries about what was going on in the White House, and she sent me one of her diaries. I'm the only one that's got this, and I'm going to read it. This is from Betty McCurry. February 4th. This morning I mopped up the Lincoln Room following the President's meeting with Miss Nude America and three colored whores. 2 hours later, he talked to Boris Yeltsin while getting pleased orally by the girl that waters the White House plants. Following the phone call with the Russian president, the president called me into his office and slapped me around and made me lay on his desk face down with my pants off while he ate cheese grits off my ass cheeks.
My God.
This is from Betty McCurry. Later in the afternoon, Ted Kennedy and Monica Lewinsky arrived with some ecstasy and a dozen cream-filled Krispy Kreme donuts. Monica then sat in the corner wearing crotchless overalls, spread eagle, eating a custard-filled cruller, and then stuck 37 Macanudo cigars in her snuffleupagus. Later that day, around 5 o'clock, Hillary and Janet Reno showed up. Both were naked as jaybirds, wearing nothing but hard hats and work boots. The president made them tongue kiss each other, and then he put rope around their boobs and hung them from a wood beam. When their boobs were good and purple, he began to slap their nipples with a ruler. Miss Reno began to yell, "Make love to me!" They all made love to Janet. And then at 6:30, Bill got cleaned up and went to a prayer breakfast. I was told by Miss Reno to keep my mouth shut, or she'd have the ATF burn my house down. And that's just one of the diaries I got. I better go before they catch me with it. Get her done. Hope you like his song, Good Carol. Fill the trailer with jubilation. My buddy Stinkfinger's out on probation. Doris slept with her brother Chester. Now she's in her third trimester. Give a cheer, its relatives are singing. My uncle got drunk on the tree and was peeing. Walt has formed his own militia. My dad's a pimp for my sister Tricia. Y'all hold hands, let's give the blessing. Uncle Ray is still cross-dressing. My neighbor's on the floor with Mom. They're choking on a homegrown bong. Come to my house for Christmas dinner. Retards. I'm sure you'll find a bunch of winners. Fa-la-la-li-la-li-la. Every year's a real humdinger. Fa-li-la-li-la. Will soon be seen on Jerry Springer. Fa-la-la-la-la. Now that's Christmas.